Well, a big question that the clinicians have actually brought to my attention that they ask that I address on video is how much is too much help? And that can be a real complicated question. I find that people either do no help or they do total help. And there's such a gradation of assistance that goes on in help, from no help to complete help. We need to be mindful that we want to be therapeutic in what we're doing. So providing a degree of help might be helpful, but providing too much might take away all of the advantage of the activity you're trying to do. And we are mindful of families needing to get from point A to point B in the busyness of life. Like, you know what, I got 5 minutes to get my kiddo to school. It was a rough morning. I'm throwing their shoes on them or their jacket, or I'm zipping it up for them, or I'm helping them brush their teeth. That I totally get, but I would figure out those times during your week where you can control the time variable and be able to make it therapeutic. Our ultimate concern clinically is if we're teaching your kiddo something that's important to you, that's a functional activity, like I identified shoe tying, dressing, undressing, bathing, whatever it may be, cooking. Maybe you're a young adult, it's meal prep. Make sure you designate those times that you can actually practice what we're teaching, because you're going to find that if we're not taking the skill outside of the facility and trying to generalize it at home, that it's not really going to be a learned skill. And so we're going to be repeating ourselves and repeating ourselves and repeating ourselves rather than getting to where we want to be. But I understand Monday through Friday that may not be happening, but you may decide that Saturday is our quiet day and we're going to take that time, and so I'm going to actually sit there and wait till my kiddo gets his shoes tied, even if it takes 5 attempts. And then if you're doing that, you can report back to your therapist, hey, you know what I noticed? Every time I go to do this, he's struggling with this one step. So that way we can isolate that one step. So be mindful of that you're actually making it a therapeutic environment rather than an all or nothing environment. So if you think about those few things, that may be helpful, and talk to your clinicians about that. They're a great resource. We love to hear back from our families on what great milestones have been made at home or what things are not happening. We as clinicians, we're masterminds of activity analysis. We can break down a step or an activity into so many steps. So communicate to that so that we can be therapeutic for you.